Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Star Allies. It's been a while, hasn't it? And if you didn't notice there's a pal there we haven't seen before. A lot has happened since, as you can clearly see, a lot has happened since we ended the blind run back earlier in 2018. At the time, I'd only recorded what was in the base game. There was a lot that was added over the course of 2018 to the game to make it an even more fuller experience, which I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. And because of that, I kind of need to pick up the Let's Play where it's left off. No bonus episodes this time. We're going to just go straight diving into a lot of the new content as well as some of the missed content, which is kind of what this video is all about. So before we go and get back into our file, which is 98%, I know, I'm sorry, there's going to be a few things not blind here, but don't worry, there's still going to be some blind things near the end of the run. If we go and look at file number 1, which has nothing in it, we can go and see all the updates that have occurred. So let's go and take a look at that. The third of free updates available. Another free updates here for Kirby Star Allies. Adventure with new Dream Friends and take on a challenging new mode. So, Megalore from Kirby's Return to Dreamland is here. Is he your ally or is he all lies? Good question. Taranza makes a dazzling descent from the world of Kirby Triple Deluxe. Gotta love that Holtzman theme. Say hello to Susie, reporting to work from Kirby Planet Robot. Science is her weapon. There are now 12 Dream Friends. Wow, you can use them all as allies. And there's also new celebration pictures as well. There's a total of 15, which I don't think we completed a lot of them, even the ones that were in the base game back in the main playthrough, so we'll get to see what those are all about. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to show the other ones, because it's only going to show what's in Update 4.0, which is what the game version's on. But if we go to Info, we can see all the Dream Friends that are here. Starting with Wave 0, we already had Wave 0 to begin with, which was King Deity, Meta Knight, and Bandana Waddle Dee. Wave 1 happened slightly after I was done recording the first iteration of this Let's Play, which contains Marks, Gooey, and of course my favorite trio, Rick, Koo, and Kine. Wave 2 was released in July of 2018. It includes Dark Meta Knight, Daroch, and Adeline and Ribbon. And of course, the three characters we just saw, which is our Megalore, Taranza, and Susie, they were all added at the very end of November in 2018. So now, if you were to go and get Kirby's Return to Dreamland, well, if you go get that, you can play another game of Megalore, I suppose. But if you were to go get Kirby Star Allies right now, the game will automatically update to version 4.0, where you'll have all of these new characters to play with. And yes, you can play with them through the main story. It's actually kind of interesting because the game does segment them off. You will only have access to Wave 1 Dream Friends in the first area. Stage 2, when you get to Pop Star, that's when you'll get Wave 2 open to you. And I believe once you get to Jumbastion, all of them will be available. Now, there is one more Dream Friend that's not listed here, but we don't have that one unlocked yet. So we'll have to see about going about doing that. And don't worry, all of these Dream Friends are going to get plenty of time in the sun to shine. I'm going to show off all their fantastic gameplay and whatnot, but before we can do that, I think we should go back to our main file and take care of a little house cleaning. Now, if we look here, here's the full screen that you'll see. After you beat Story Mode, as you know, we'll get Guest Star Allies Go, and the Ultimate Choice, which is kind of like an arena area. We'll be covering both these later, and unfortunately, as you can see, because I have the little heart thing over them, those won't be blind entirely. We'll get to that in a little bit. There's also one more new mode added in November of 2018, which is Heroes in Another Dimension, which, as you can see, I have not touched. So that's going to be a fun time there, because that will be the last bit of the blind playthrough. But before we can get to any of that, I think it's high time we go back to the story mode and take care of, as I said, the house cleaning work. This is going to be a very long episode if you can't tell by the timestamp, I'm sure. And that's all because there's a lot of bios we need to read. Because you know me, I always forget to read those bios, so we're just going to go straight in and talk to our friends the bosses. So, cue up the first part of this video, Part 1, Boss Bios. Alright, here we are. So the first boss that Kirby faced in his adventure was, of course, the always somewhat kind of friendly Wispy Woods. And as you can see, I'll be doing all of these bosses solo, so we'll see how well this goes when it's just myself and Kirby against the boss. And yes, we are going to fight the bosses too, because I mean, why the heck not? The Guardian of the Forest, Wispy Woods? Let's go and just twirl up there a little bit first, and then Kirby's familiar foe, Wispy Woods, is back, bright-eyed, bushy-headed, and dropping more apples than should even be possible. Use your friend abilities, whip up, and cut him down to size. Well, we don't have a friend ability. I can throw an apple though. Yeah, starting out whip, as you know, one of my favorite abilities. Still need a plushie of whip, you know? And now the one thing I do want to check, because I don't know for sure... Okay. Because every boss has a Phase 2, and sometimes they might have a different bio for Phase 2. You never know. Ooh, ooh, careful there. Luckily, that whip tornado is really good. And if you notice, the music for Wispy Woods is a little interesting because other parts will have slightly longer music. And also, did you know you can friend Wispy Woods? You can. And he'll drop you all this great stuff if you friend him. Because he's a good pal. He's going, let's get all his food. Get that melon. Thanks, Wispy Woods. Look how happy he is, too. I mean, we should friend more people. So that actually is kind of interesting because, as you know, with Pon and Con, they make you friend them, and that's kind of a hint to you to go back to some of the previous bosses you fought before them, and see if that will work. Oh yeah, all the puzzles are completed, except one. There's one of the DLC puzzles. Really nice. This one's actually really sad. With that all said, let's go to our next boss, and I will see you there in the quarters right before him. The quarters right before him. The quarters of the forum. You got what I mean. Cut to black. Alright, here we are. We are back at Castle DDD. And while I have a few abilities I could choose, I'm gonna go old school style for this. It's Kirby with no abilities. Hello, good sir. His royal nemesis, King DDD. Let's fight this in the classic manner. Alright, come on, DDD. There we go. Speaking of which, how is he doing? Versus King DDD. Surely King DDD would never steal all the food in the kingdom and hoard it for himself. Why would he do such a vile deed? Such questions will have to wait, as the king is coming for his eternal rival with all the fury of a wild beast. Very cool. And now we'll get to hear this music in full, because this is actually probably one of my favorite DDD fight musics now. Ooh, come on. Ooh. No. Oh! Oh, you got me with that one. You always get me with that one. There we go. And now this next part should be interesting, because that was the classic DDD fight. Now we're dealing with the macho DDD. How's that gonna fare? With no ability. It's kind of similar, to be honest. Just replace a hammer with some fists, and I didn't actually know he got Rebel out there. Let's keep it up, buddy. I'm sorry, like, this music for Deity is so good. Get that open, or not. That works. Okay, I wasn't sure if you're gonna... Ah, dang it. There we go. I think we're gonna do it one more time. Yep. And I'll try to get those other ones open. This is the last floor that you'll see in this fight, so... Not to worry, you don't have to go down any further, but... Gosh, like, I forget just how gorgeous this game looks. Like, this is a really good-looking game. Honestly, probably one of the best-looking Switch games, in my opinion. Which sounds really weird, but that's how I feel about it. Now then, if we throw a heart at DDD, we'll not only friend him, but he'll actually become our ally and join our team. This is a very good thing to keep in mind if you're actually doing a playthrough of the game, because that way you have a free hammer right there. I think you have the extra stage to get Bonkers from, but DDD is always a better bet, in my opinion. And of course, here we go, you know, the credits are all done with the game, yada yada yada. Except we're not really. I also like how it segments to night during this, but then it rewinds, it goes back to being the dusk. But hey, we got DD to help out, and that's all, you know what? That's just a fantastically fun time. Ah, yes, because all these guys helped. Alright then, we have another boss to go to, and that'll be M Popstar, so I'll see you guys there! Alright, here we are, back before yet another boss. It's really sad, really shad? It's really a shame, and also sad, so I guess it's really shad, that unfortunately we don't get to hear much of the Sacred Square music because it's really a good track. It's such a good track, but it gets overshadowed by the Friend Star, and then when you get to this area, it's all like, you know, gloom and doom, ambiance, noises, so we don't get to hear it here. But honestly, I say, it's not if, it's once I get the Star Allies soundtrack, I'll be listening to that Sacred Square music on repeat quite a lot, I feel. But anywho's, you may be thinking, wait, we don't have an ability. And you fought King Deity without ability, are you going to fight this guy without an ability? Well, no, because we're going to play it his way. Here we go. The Lone Swordsman Meta Knights. This is actually kind of a cool fight if you do it with a cutter or sword. Partially because he will actually clash with you sometimes. And actually, it is kind of a... Yeah, like that. That's really cool. Corrupted by the power of the Dark Heart, Meta Knight's dedication to the purity of combat has been eclipsed by a secret wild streak that has always lurked within him. I mean, you know, there was that whole time he tried to take over Popstar and everything, but whatever. This once hidden fury is now unleashed with every stab and thrust of his sword. He does look kind of creepy, too. And also, yeah, this is the best Meta Knight battle music, because it's just really that gosh darn good. So yeah, we will have a proper duel with Meta Knight for once. Oh, that's just so cool when you strike it like that. It's really, it's just a treat to behold. Alright, come here. No, ow. Oh, wow. Alright, here we go. Now let's get to the hard/fun parts, I guess? Ah, okay, that's interesting. So if you only have one character, he won't split into 4, like he usually does. That's a nice way to kind of keep it even. Especially if I'm not very adept with the sword. Oop. like that. And unfortunately, they don't have their own individual health bars, so you have to destroy both of them. Okay, you guys gonna do the rocks? Yeah, you're gonna do the rocks. Alright, let's get up here. Or, you know, whatever. Ow, okay, that was my bad. This is probably one of the longest boss fights just because I'm so terrible with sword. Or I'll die, I don't know, one of the two. Okay, there we go. Now he's won again. Should be a bit easier to deal with. Oh, nope, I'm staying away from that. Come here. Oh, there we go. Ah, dang it. Oh, okay. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah! There we go. And just like King Dedede before him, you can also friend Meta Knight. Okay, yeah. Well, that was actually kind of fun, despite how intense it was. And even Meta Knight gets in the dance, and it's really gosh darn adorable. Oh yeah, we're bringing that counter back. And away we go! I like that Meta Knight's not even in this picture. Well then, it's on to our next slew of bosses at Gembastion. So I will see you all in just a quick edit. Alright, and here we are back once again. You'll notice I have a new ability on cleaning. I did bring a friend with. I brought 3, in fact. I brought Rick, Ku, and Kaim. Because of the boss we're going to fight, I thought it would be appropriate, because we also have Choo Choo here, and we also have Nago, and we also have, of course, Pitch. So I think this will be perfect for this particular boss, so let us go. I forgot this boss is an intro. Dual Defenders Pan and Khan. A returning boss in Kirby's Dream Land 3. Pan and Khan block the way! Kitted out in sinister black armor, these combat-ready critters have got a gate to the guard, and they aren't able to let this, and they aren't about to let the Star Allies through without a fight. I mean, they're not able to, I guess, maybe? But don't worry, remember Pan and Khan were your friends. Pitch, and Rick, and Ku and Kain, and Nago, and Choo Choo. See? Just like this. Just like that. Yeah, yeah! Oh. Hi, Khan. Yeah. This one's Pan, and that one's Khan. I think. Shush. And they dropped a macaroon. Thank you. I actually finally had macaroons for the first time. They look delicious, but I don't know. I don't think they taste that good, to be honest. But I'm a picky eater, so take with that as you will. Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Yeah, Rick, Ku, and Kain, we'll get to them, but they are a fantastic dream friends. But for now... Oh no! Maybe the armor was, like, controlling them or something. But yeah, we make them our friends. And friends help us out. They help us unlock a gate. So now, Kirby and Rick and Ku and Kain can all go together. Along with Nago and Choo Choo and Pitch. It's all the friends from Kirby's Dream Land 3 in one. Well, -1, but we'll get to him later, I'm sure. It's nice to see my favorite animal trio back. Okay then, there's still 3 more bosses in Gembastion, so I will go and see you at the next one. And back once again, we're the Longview Corridor, and we got a new friend. It's the one, dream friend from Kirby's Dream Land 3 I neglected for that last boss battle. It's our good pal, Gooey. And he's licking my rock hat. And yes, I have stone ability. You know what that means, I'm gonna go totally crazy with it, right? Nah. I'm gonna try to get, let's see. No, I'll use stone for the boss fight, I think. Because up we have is one of the first of the 3 Mage Sisters. Francisca. Well, she can do her whole spiel here. We've heard her once before. I think we're good. We don't need to hear the whole thing again. Another good boss theme right here. Alright, let's see if we can... Ow! Let's see if we can fail right away. Shush. Yeah, stone will be a bit of an unwieldy ability to use, actually, so this will actually be kind of an interesting boss fight. Whoa, look at that! Look at that! That was cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. Never mind. I don't think I've ever seen this attack before. Yeah, okay. I'm just stuck on the axe. Gooey, you're our only hope. But yeah, the whole reason we're here. Calm, cool, and collected, Frozen General Francisca is one of the 3 mages at the head of the Gembastion's forces. The freezing attacks she unleashes are enough to chill the very hearts of those who oppose her. Scary. There we go. Just, here we go. Just punch. Alright, let's watch out for this attack. And it's actually kind of interesting to notice that the bosses are changed up a little bit depending on how many characters you have with you for the boss fight. Because usually she fires 4 of those. But she only fired 3. Oh, there's the 4. I think it's because Gooey's just too good. Gooey, come here. Ow. Got the Magalor, the Lore Starcutter again. Nice. Yeah, there's also been a lot of new storm transformations added with the Dream Friends, so be on the lookout for that. There is a cool way to deflect that attack, but we'll see that, I think, on our rematch with her. Because, yes, some of the bosses you rematch, they do have slightly different bios. Alright, bye-bye. Unfortunately, we cannot friend. We can only dance. But hey, it's dance time with Gooey. Who doesn't love dance time with Gooey, you know? Okay, bye. Well, then I'll see you all for the next boss in Gembastion. Bye. And we're back! Time to fight yet another boss in Gembastion. I brought the last of the Shinamamora friends. We have Ribbelin and Adabin. We have Ribbon and Adeline, who are both here from Kirby 64, and I figured Bomb would be appropriate because Bomb was one of the 8 abilities you could use in that game. And we'll have a nice and good time palling around. Before any of that, or after all that I suppose, let's climb the Staircase of Doom and go fight with our next of the Gembastion Mage Sisters. Are you ready for this? Yeah, and we'll skip through the text of Flameburge here. And yeah, Flamberge is a girl, despite the fact that I was wrong about it like 1,000 times during the initial playthrough. I also like the sisterly love that Flamberge and Francisca have going on. And again, this music is just sublime. I love the boss themes in this game. Alright, so Ribbon and Adeline are going to take a very cheap approach, but hey, what can you do? One of the 3 Jumbastion mages, the Blazing General Flamberge, rains fiery vengeance upon any who stand in her way. She gets pretty mad if anyone does anything to upset Francisca. In fact, she's kind of riled up right now. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're just gonna throw some drones at her, throw some bombs at her. Everything will work out in the end, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, might want to stick to the skies, Ribbon and Adeline. Especially because, okay. Oh, nope, didn't get me. All right. Yeah, that skewer attack is not a fun time. And okay. The one thing about Ribbon and Adeline, which we'll find out later, is they have very weak defense. They'll actually take damage a lot faster than other characters and other abilities. So you gotta be a bit careful with them. There we go. Have some party favors. Okay, this attack watch out for, but luckily Adeline went with one of the best drawings she can do, which is Krakow. And we get to see them dance too. I also like they make the little noise from Kirby 64 every single time. That's just super adorable. Oh, look how surprised she is too. Wow. Well then, that's yet another boss down, so I will see you for the last of the bosses at Jumbastion. Also, check out that cool picture. It's a nice, cool picture. Alright, the final boss of Jumbastion is right up before us. No friend this time, just all Kirby and his water staff. Using an ability that was introduced in this game, which comes from an enemy that you get initially in Jumbastion, which is Jammer Jab right here. There's quite a lot of them. And here we go. I forgot she sat on that throne. That's so cool. And we'll skip through the text as usual. But we want to get to that cool intro part. I like Kirby's face the entire time. He's just kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys crashed my planet. Alright, Zan Partisan. Another great boss music, and ouch. Let's try this a bit better. There we go. Okay. Maybe not. The dutiful leader of the 3 Jumbastion mages, Lightning General Zan Partisan, seems to energize the fortress itself and uses high-speed attacks to render her prey helpless. At the bidding of some unknown power, she hunts for dark hearts. Well, we know what that power is now at this point, but let's be careful. Yeah. This song, which we had Prayer for... it's like Prayer to God Song 1, and then this Prayer to God Song 2. Which are they're really fantastic pieces of music. We never get to hear this one in full, so me having to do this solo, it's definitely going to... Okay, nope. Yeah, let's... Nope. Okay, you're not chasing me. Oh, come on. Again. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it rain a lot. There we go. And then she's gonna become Thunder Goddess. But luckily, if she stays in that one spot, We can break her out of it, have her daze for a little bit, and then just pummel on her a little bit. Like that. Bye. Okay, whew. That was a bit scary there. But that's what happens when you do it solo, I suppose. And then the gem bastion's gonna start crumbling. There's a whole escape section and whatnot. So I will see you all for the next world, where we go and look at the rest of the bosses. Which, you know, isn't gonna be like next time. It's gonna be like in the next seconds or so. Okay, so here we are, yet again. Another boss. This time we got a new dream friend with us. We have Marks. I figured it'd be kind of fitting to have him for this boss, because this boss is kind of a callback, in a way. Don't do that. Don't do that, Marks. That's just, like, super rude. So we're at Fall on the Moon. You know, that fantastic music by that new composer. And luckily, we have full health, so here we go! Hey look, it's our pal, who's back yet again. Guardian of the Forest, Wispy Woods. So let's go and see something here. Oh, he has the exact same bio. Wasn't expecting that, but alright. Fair enough. That's okay, we can easily cut him down to size. No problem. Also, Marks is ridiculously crazy. Marks is, he's not a bad guy, but he is a bad guy. Here, let's just, come on. There we go, just webs up. Webs up. Yeah, it's the same. Same bio. We cannot friend this Wispy, unfortunately. But hey, we get 2 bosses for the price of 1. So let's go to our next boss, who should have its own individual bio. Maybe we can friend this boss. It's, of course, the old growth elder, Iggy Woods. Hello, Iggy Woods. I have this. Hello on your face. No, that's not Wispy Woods. This venerable elder is Iggy Woods, ancient king of the trees. Any travelers who stray into this neck of the woods will feel the full force of nature's wrath. He's the Lorax. Not quite, because I don't think anyone's trying to industrialize this area. To the best of my knowledge, anyways. Alright, Marks, you just do your thing. Just do your thing, Marks. You got this. I don't got this, so, wow, what? Well, I don't even know. I think the explosion? Alright, hello. Nope. Alright, I want him to... So Iggy is gonna jump a few times, or not. Okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize that Spider had unique guard. That's cool. Oop. Alright, now comes the jumping. Oh, bye, Marks. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, I can't help him. Marks is dead. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Marks. He's just gonna sit there for eternity, I suppose. Oh, there he is. There he goes. I brought Marks with because, you know, it's kind of like twin Wispy Woods. You have the one Wispy Woods, and you have another Wispy, except it's Iggy. Okay, can we friend Iggy? Can we friend Iggy? No, we cannot. That's too bad. How many times we'll see the dance? I don't know, but hey, hey. Very, very good lyrics there. Shish, shish, shish. So I'll see y'all for the next boss when we go to Planet Mistine's moon. Another boss fight is upon us. This time I'm going with the ninja ability, and I brought another dream friend, Roach. Because he's cool, man. We'll get to see him off later, but, like, he does some pretty funky stuff. Really cool. Anywho's, our next boss, Doroch, if you don't mind, let's go. On to our next boss bio, and then another boss rematch. With Gul'dan and Silvox, the Metal Heavies. Let's get us out of the way. The glittering duo made their home on a backwater island on a certain planetoid, and they'll viciously attack anyone who stumbles into their territory. Beware the fury of Gul'dan and Silvox! But, you know, Doroch is here because, I mean, if they're gold and silver, I think he wants a piece of that action. You know, treasure and all that good stuff. But we will use our secret techniques to try to defeat them. Very poorly. Here, Doroch, give me a hand here. There we go. Yeah, when you do use combo abilities, you do get a slight attack boost, so they actually are stronger against bosses. Which is pretty interesting. And now that we're into this boss, you can notice, now that the song's gone on for a bit longer, there's a new, like, section to the song. That wasn't there present when we fought Wispy Woods to begin with back on Dreamlands. If we're not careful... Well, yeah. I can die too. Doroch is gonna bite the dust. Come on. Get over here, Silvox. That's fine. There we go. That's one of them down. And Silvox, where are you going, pal? There you are. Dang. So there's a nice bit of ice down there. Oh, well, thanks, Doroch. Almost. There we go. Perfect. Unfortunately, they explode, so we can't really friend them. But at least we get a dance, and Doroch doing the dance is freaking adorable. Look at him. He points at you. He's like, you're the best. And speaking of which, what a perfect image to show up. Now then, we gotta go to our next boss, so I will see you in just a quick edit. So our next boss actually requires us to have 4 characters on hand, so I brought some more dream friends. We of course have seen Mark so far, we have Dark Meta Knight here, and Megalore. Got one friend from every wave. And that's because this boss is pretty silly. But luckily, thanks to having Dark Meta Knight here, we won't need to rely on getting that. And yeah, I still have my ninja ability, because it won't matter too much for the boss that we're going to. I get to hear the awesome front star music. Mark just looks at you. Hi. And we have to get through this entire section, yeah, so it's kind of weird that it's not necessarily the boss part yet, but it had the boss platforms and everything ready, so whoopsies on that, but we'll get through this lickety-splits. Yeah, and Mark's is actually gives shock, which is nice. And we get to see Kirby waving. That's my favorite. Luckily... Oh, we need fire? Where's fire? There we go. We'll give Kirby the fire. And then cut it. And then fire. I didn't actually plan this to work that well with these stream friends, but hey man, it worked out. Actually, I don't think we need to go that way. In fact, I don't think we need to go many other ways. We just need to go this way, I think? There we go, there's the boss door. And in we go! And there's Mark staring at your face again. Our very special boss, which is, of course, Grandmama. Isn't she cute? Big Bad Mama Grandmam. Who uses the D&D castle theme for some reason. But, you know, it's all good. Grandmam prides herself on her impenetrable steel armor. Even the bullets of the Friend Star bounce off her harmlessly. Team up and experiment with abilities to find her weak points and bring that clanking calamity down. I think we got this. We got this. Maybe we don't. Well, I actually kind of forgot how you do this fight, because this is one of the few times you actually have to do this fight, ever, so... There we go. Let's get Megalar up to the bat here. She's so cute underneath the armor. I love it. Super adorable. Here we go again. Nope, I'm good. Thank you, Grandmam. Bye-bye. Get out of here, please. Thank you. Shush. Oh. Well, we got rid of Dark Meta Knight, but it's okay. We got another cutting one. So it all works out. So yeah, the one thing about the Dream Friends that is a bit hard to deal with is that if they pass over a hat, they will become that ally. But other than that, it's pretty hard to get rid of them, so just be careful with that. So, no Dark Meta Knight, but hey, Blight Knight's cool too. And a full dance from everyone. Look at Megalar. Look at Megalar go. Don't laugh at us, Marks. It's rude. Well then, there's another boss to get to, so I will see you all there, and once again, another quick edit after we check out this awesome picture, and again, fitting, we have Megalar on our team. Alright, let's do that edit. Another boss, here we go! I brought a new Dream Friend with, this time it's Susie from Kirby Planet Robobots. And because the path up here is a little weird, I didn't start at the ability platform. So let's just go and dive right in! This one has the cutscene. And I brought Susie with pretty much because you look at the Gem-Bastion mages and you kind of go like, are they related? But then you look at their eyes and you're like, yeah, they aren't. And believe it or not, well, let's make sure I don't put mouths in my words. Put words in my mouth. Put mouths in my words. Ah, yes, the perfect one. Shush. There's different bios for the rematches with the Gem-Bastion mages. So, versus Francesca. Undeterred from her quest to find the dark hearts that have rained down across the galaxy, the Frozen General is back and tougher than ever before. Her duties have kept her away from Flamverge lately. She kind of misses her. So even though she is the Frozen General, Ice ability works kind of well on her. And if I actually can get it back, thank you. There we go. And yeah, Susie's pretty crazy. You'll get to see her pull out her executive armor and whatnot. Alright, here's this attack that I didn't figure out last time. Well, I will try to avoid it. Okay, Susie didn't, but you know, that's fine. No. Okay, well, that's fine. There we go. So once we get to her phase 2, and just double check. Yeah, that's the thing. It actually comes pretty easy because all you need to do is try to freeze that up. if we can freeze it up right here at the pinnacle. Come on. Well, as you can see, we can get rid of the water, but there's a way to freeze it up so it freezes her, which is actually kind of cool. There we go. This is working. Yep, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, come on. Come on, Franny. No. No, no. Please do not do that. There we go. And unfortunately, she just goes into the sky like that, so you can't really friend her either. Oh, well. Now I can see Susie dance. And she just jumps all over the place. She also points to you, just like Darach, like, you're the best. Shush. And of course, it's time once again for another quick edit, and I'll see you at the next boss. Time for another boss. You ready, Taranza? The new dream friend we're bringing with us. Taranza is really cool. I love his model. I really hope that we get to see these models used in future Kirby games, to be honest. But on Gebel Moon, we'll have to go against another boss. Unfortunately, I can't show off one of the cool things you can do with this boss, but we'll probably see it in future iterations, because we're not done with these bosses quite yet. But for now, we're just doing some quick rematches of Kirby, and of course getting their boss bios. Hello, the Cycloptic Storm Cloud, Krako. Even the far-flung reaches of space, as long as there's a sky, Kirby's longtime nemesis Krako can show up and cast a shadow across it. But out there, something about his energy feels different. Stay on your guard, Star Allies! And we will. Luckily, thanks to Taranza's webs, we can just constant damage. Pretty easy peasy. Alright, there we go. Friend him. Friend him. We cannot friend. Because we get 2 bosses for the price of 1! It's Twin Krako, the dueling Thunderheads. 2 eyes glare in the gloom like an angry face in the sky. This isn't what Krako's like back on Popstar. Twice as fluffy and twice as mean, Twin Krako's combo attacks are brutal, but they're no match for the power of friendship. I mean, Taranza and I are pretty good friends now, after all that stuff that happened in Kirby Triple Deluxe. So what if I just stay here? Yep, that's a fantastic attack you got there. And actually, you're helping with showing that, because that one attack, as you saw, electrocutes the waterfall they do, which actually does a bit more damage to them. Which is really unique and awesome. And so even with 2 friends, that goes down pretty fast, but Taranza is also very powerful. Look at Taranza dance. Oh, look at the happy smile he had. That's adorable. Alright, there's one more boss before we get to the, before we get to here. The Jambandra base. Can't believe I forgot the name of it. So I'll see you all once again with another quick edit. And as the last boss before Jambandra base, I figured we should go and kick it old school. We got Bandana D here, along with Fighter Kirby, kind of reprising their roles from Megaton Punch, as well as Return to Dreamland, because it's kind of like the Dangerous Dinner, in a way. So let's go up and face our next fight. And here you go, Bandana D. And of course, we're going to skip through the text here. Flamberge is really silly, though. I love the Mage Sisters. They're really cute. Well, maybe not Zan, but Flamberge and Francisca, for sure. Sabrina Flame Flamberge. Another fight to go up against. We'll try to be a bit more cautious. She's supposed to be looking for Dark Hearts, but Flamberge has found her way to a nice, toasty spot and is taking a bit of a break. She'd like to invite Francesca to join her, but worries she might melt in the heat. So Flamberge is like, oh yeah, see, I was working the whole time. And it's like, no, she wasn't actually. I love the sisterly love that Flamberge and Francesca have, though. That's really freaking adorable. Watch out, Bandana D! Just gotta... Oh, okay. Whoa! That's some massive flames he got there. Just kick. I wish I could do a Megaton Punch and just get rid of half the ground. I can do the Rising Upper, though, at least. Out of the way. Out of the way. Whoa, look at that. Look at that fire. There's so much fire there. There we go. Throw that. It is kind of weird that you actually have a suplex when fighter can do a lot of what suplex can now. Oh, those actually do home on you. Oh. Oh, Flamberge might win this one if I'm not too careful. Uh-oh. Oh, that is the skewer. Do not want that. Do not... Oh, okay, I got it now, I guess. Bandana D, save me! Save me, Bandana D! He did some damage, that's nice. There we go. Whew. That was a close one. And now we get to see Bandana D dance. I think we've actually seen every single Dream Friend, including DDD and Meta Knight, through these bosses, which is cool, but we'll get to see them in a bit more heavier capacity soon. Alright, so that's just leaving 3 bosses, one that, and a few that actually have multiple phases, so I'll see you for the gauntlet of the last remaining ones. Editing away! So for our final boss gauntlets, we are here at this amazingly pretty sky, and we're going to do this one-on-one. Although we have many options for friends to choose from, we're going to stick with ESP and see how this all goes down. And of course, skip through the text as much as we can. Because we're going to first fight our rematch of Zan Partisan. This will be an interesting fight for sure. Here we go. Bringer of Shock, Zan Partisan. Zan Partisan swore an oath of loyalty to Highness, even though he has yet to remember her overly long name. Her respect for Highness never falters thanks to his intoxicating charisma and her deep sense of duty, and despite his poor treatment of her. So you kind of feel bad for her in a way. Like, she is not treated well by her boss. And she's like, I love my boss. And it's like, well, your boss kind of sucks. It's okay, we'll fight lightning with lightning. Oh, okay, I don't want you doing that. Please stop. No, no. Thank you. Alright, so here comes Thunder Goddess mode. With a new Thunder Spear, and I'm getting out of the way of that. Ah, okay, I didn't get fully out of the way of it. There we go, just... ow. You're gonna go to the other side now? Oh no, you're gonna do some of those. Okay. It's fine. I forgot, yeah. ESP has this really good guarding. If you do it just perfect. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't just sit there and take attacks. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, well, let's get this back for right now. And do a dance with it, because it's a cool hat. Cool hat. But, of course, we're not quite done. So, on to our next slew of bosses. Fun little note about Highness is that his voice actor, future me if you could, put his name up on the screen, is a famous voice actor in Japan. Most well known for doing Emperor Pilaf in Dragon Ball, all the Dragon Ball animes, and Buggy the Clown in One Piece. So that's a really cool thing, and you can kind of hear it as the voice clips go on. So the voice I gave him initially was not great, because it should be more like maybe not exactly like that, but you know what I mean. It's amazing how much you can convey as far as emotion just with grunts and noises like that. But yeah, you can definitely hear the Buggy and Pilaf there. So, Highness. Highness worships a deity of destruction whom he plans to bring back to life. However, a right gone wrong has led to the dark power he needs being scattered across the galaxy. Now he seeks to gather this power at an altar. Stop him, Star Allies! Or Kirby. Just Kirby. Just Kirby this time. He'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm on the case. I got telepathy powers. I can send these electric stuff at you. Ow. Okay, you can send electric stuff at me too. I guess that's fine. Yeah, those are icy bomb things. Come here. Because now it's time for Highness Unhooded, who I still think looks kind of creepy, despite how silly he's become over the past few months with a lot of artwork that goes on. But, I mean, it's the whole thing where he holds the three mages hostage. That's what's creepy about it. His once carefully concealed face now exposed, Highness is on the rampage. Tossing the three unconscious sisters around like ragdolls, it's clear he's lost his grip on reality. It's up to the Star Allies to bring an end to this nightmare and save everything. And yeah, this boss theme for Highness Unhooded is amazing. So we are actually going to be fighting him old school style. And I keep going silent for a little bit because I'm trying to keep my allergies under control. Of course they would come to bite. Even this long recording, which isn't even halfway over yet. Okay. Oh, I don't want to be in the middle of those. I guess I will be, though. Yeah, fight like an old-school Kirby boss. No powers, no nothing. Just, you and some stars that drop from the sky. Yeah, well, perspective here isn't helping much. Ow. There we go. Get that one. There we go. On to phase 2. Let's just see. Okay, same thing. Just gotta check. Now we gotta watch out for the front circle. Or, you know, just get run over by it. That's fine. There we go. Ow. We have a guard and dodge button. Ow. There we go. Get that in, get that in. Dang it. Okay, still got quite a bit of health on him, so let's see how this goes. Ooh. Alright, so he's gonna... Okay, that's nothing. Right. He has the guard on. There we go. Ooh. Oh, we are so close to dying, and he's also so close to being defeated. Oh, boy. What are you doing? Nope, nope, I'm getting away from that. And I'm getting away from that one, too. Just gonna do... I don't think I have seen this attack. That is scary. Okay. Yeah, do your funky dance. Oh, nope, nope, no! Well, we got the bio. So. As they fight more battles, okay, that's nice to know. Well, there is another boss you need to get to, so as much as trying to fight Highness again would be great, I think we're going to leave it here, and I will give you another quick edit to the next boss. So we're getting ready to go to the next boss right away. We do need some friends to come with us, though, so I brought us a few of them. I know it's not the main four that we usually have, but hey, it should work out just fine. So you load up the Star Allies Sparkler and go to face off with Void Termina. Get some more friends some love. To the final battle. The final battle as it says. And we will complete this boss. Because A, we need all the friends anyway. And B, there's a lot of phases to this boss. So there's actually a ton of different bios to get for Void Termina. Which is why I've been doing it in the way that we actually fight the boss. Primarily to prepare us for this. Because we'll have to fight the boss here. So, here he comes! One of the best final bosses in Kirby history, in my opinion. I know that's like kind of... That may seem blasphemous to some, but I actually really like how this fight's done. It's a nice combination of the shooter boss style, along with the other traditional Kirby boss style. So first, if you could get one of your little pendant dude on there, that would be helpful. Thank you. Rise, oh dark lord of despair, crush the stars, lay waste to care. Rise and cover the land in sorrows. May your symphony of emptiness bring the end of all tomorrows. I think that was Highness's prayer to Void Termina. Void Termina is such a cool fight, man. I love this boss. I love the backgrounds here. The use of all your different friend pals. I also like the use of the health bar there, because it's a nice callback to Return to Dreamland with how Magolor kind of had that shield in a way. The only thing about it is that it does go on for a bit. It's a bit of a long fight, but hey, it's worth it, because I think it's a really cool boss. And one that you don't get to see too often in your main playthrough, because once you're done with this and you go on the extra stuff, you don't see Void Termina that often, unfortunately. Which is a bit sad, but oh well. And luckily, you cannot fall off the edge. I think I have tried that, but I don't think it works that way. You're fighting in space, so it's kind of this like weird metaphor for space in a way. Alright, so two more. Got that one on the back's always the most obnoxious to get. So if we just kind of maneuver around him. There we go. On the back. Could probably speed this up a little bit. In fact, I think that's what I might do. Just so we can get to the next bio. But this music, man, is so epic. So gosh darn good. The main composer at HAL are outdoing themselves. They are leaving behind quite the legacy. And there we go. On to the next phase. Alright, so phase 2, we have, this. The heart of Void Termina, I believe. So we do a little damage. Watch out for the fallen blood and whatnot. The shocking true form of Void Termina has been revealed. Born from the total absence of care and composed of dark energy, he has awakened from a state of mere existence to that of true sentience. He now desires only one thing, to crush all opposition. That's kind of threatening. So we'll continue with our allies here. Luckily, quite a bit of food will be dropped during this phase, so it won't be too much of a rough tumble. Just gotta be a bit careful is all. And free all the people, including Highness, who's a bit of a butt. Because it sounds like he's abusive, so I don't know if I'm okay with that, you know? And once all that's done, we get on and pull the levers. And open up that core. And also save the 3 mage sisters and the 1 jerk. Back into the star car. The star sparkler we go. And phase 3 of Void Termina begins. Now we're flying gently across the sky. Oh. Huh. Your symphony of strategy causes rise, O Dark Lord of Despair, crush the stars, lay waste to care. Upon your wing, dark judgment bring. May your symphony of tragedy cause the end of everything. The same as the first, but it has a new picture, so it's kind of new. Alright, so when it goes right here, we gotta just spam in there a little bit, as much as we can. And yeah, this music, man, for Void Termina is so gosh dang good. I don't think I can get over how, like, epic this final boss is. This is probably the most epic Kirby final boss in my opinion. Followed probably, like, very closely tied with the Sectonia fights from Triple Deluxe, for sure. Because that's a really good fight, too. Can we get... Yeah, there we go. Now let's just double check. Yeah, okay. Nope, it is the same as the first. I could have sworn he had more than that, but we'll have to check his other phases, because he does have more than just these 3 phases. And this is the dodgy part. Just look at how beautiful this is. My gosh, this game is so gorgeous. Let HAL Laboratories make, like, a lot more things, please, because they really can push things to the limits if they're able to utilize them. It was that way in the 3D Kirby games, too. Like, Triple Deluxe and Plant Robot really utilized the 3D well, the 3DS. And here they really panned down the HD. And they already had practice use on Kirby's Rainbow Curse, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, and that game was also fantastically good looking, too, so... They clearly know what to do for HD, which is insane. Alright, and up we go. Get some close to the back here. Fortunately, that's the most annoying spot to get. But if we can just get lucky, hello, I would appreciate it. Awesome. And let's just make sure, because I was going to get the crown out. The Megalore crown, as I've called it. Because it reminds me of Megalore. Okay, no, just checking. Just checking. Trying to be thorough about this so that everyone gets every single bio for these bosses. There we go. And I think the lasers come back down? Nope. Okay, good. Oh no, they come down to the ground. That's a bit different. Oh, boy. Woo! I forgot just how much fun this final boss is, too. And unfortunately it does not pause, because the head's really easy to hit. Nope, no axe for you. It's crashing down. Double check. Nope. Okay. In we go. Time for phase 4. Void Termina. This happy thing. As the spring breeze blows, a young traveler appears. After greeting new friends and bidding farewell to old ones, his path has finally led him here. Let's beat this guy already. After that, lunch and a nap. Alright. And yeah, let's do it. So this phase can be very dangerous because he has the rings of unfriendship. That's a term, I'm sure. But Void Termina can also be damaged by the friend hearts. Not very much, mind you, but still. Yeah. Void Termina phase 4 is really gosh darn cool. Especially when he laughs like that, because that's not creepy at all. It's like this weird Kirby-like thing. Like, it really makes you question about Kirby, about lore in the Kirby series and whatnot. And it makes me question why I haven't defeated him yet. There we go. There's the dark matter form. We'll check. Yep, same thing. Just gotta check. Alright, so he's gonna do his dark matter laser right there. Get out of the way. Plug! No! Plug! Alright, out of the way. Perfect. Good job, guys. I missed it, though. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Just double check. Alright, same thing. That's fine. There we go. So, Void Termina does have one last phase. As you know, and it's actually, honestly, it's one of the most epic things in Kirby games thus far. I'm curious to see what HAL does to outdo themselves as far as this. And I'm trying to remember if he does have a new bio for this last part. Phase 5 is pretty short, but it's extremely fun. And I have played this multiplayer. This is actually kind of crazy when you do it multiplayer. Alright, here we go! And get that one right there. Bam! There's no way we can lose after making it this far! Let fly the Sparkler Starshot, brave Kirby, and finish your final foe! Okay, so I don't think there's a boss bio per se, but I don't think I saw that last time either. I love this music here. It's so good. Our friends are hanging in there. We'll check. Nope. Okay. There's no way you can lose here. Let's do it. Cannot lose. Even if we wanted to. Eat your heart out, Goku. And now, let's see the completed roster of every single friend that's in the game. Because here they come. Everyone is here! Of course, though, you're probably wondering, where can I learn more about these friends? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take another quick edit. Well, not right now, but we're going to take another quick edit very soon, and we will go check on the other bios that we're still missing to see. See you in just a quick few. Hey everyone, still the same video I hope. Welcome back otherwise. We're gonna now head into getting some more bios out. We've seen all the boss bios now, but there's still a good plethora of bios we have not seen yet. And there's actually quite a few in the story mode itself, so let's begin. We're gonna head straight to the World of Peace Dreamland first, and we'll go get one of our good buddies. Because this is part 2, the Dream Friend bios. That's right, every Dream Friend has a bio, and it's actually different compared to their Guest Star Allies counterparts. So it's worth getting every single Dream Friend in the main story to see the different little flavor texts that they all have. So now that we've seen all of them fight some of those bosses for us, let's go and give them a show. See how they're all doing. We have Bandana Wall D. We're going to collect Wave 0 first, then we're going to collect Wave 1, Wave 2, and finally Wave 3. So we'll get all of Wave 0 first, get to hear all their jingles, and then I will lose my train of thought, and then we'll move on to our next bit of bios. So all of them have a bio. We'll check them all out once I have all of them in one room. Maybe give them a nice level to play on, too. But first, let's hear our little jingles. I love King Deity's jingle, it's good. I also like Bandana Weldy's jingle, it's fantastic. And another Dream Palace. The nice thing about Dream Palaces is that you do have to complete a stage to go back into them, but if you have 4 open, you can just go to all of the open 4 and just go and get your next friends. So it's not that big of a deal once you have more Dream Palaces available to you. And I miss our third guy, so I'll have to wait for him to scroll around. There we go! Meta Knight also is a good one. I like the use of the Revenge of Meta Knight music for Meta Knight more than his like traditional battle music. The ending of Revenge of Meta Knight, rather. So, I'll see you in a quick second. We're gonna go to a stage with these lovely 3. And of course, what perfect way to start. We're gonna go to the very first stage with our 3 friends from Return to Dreamland. We of course have Bandana D, King DDD, and Meta Knights. And if you press pause while you're riding on one of them, you will actually get to see their icon there, and it will give you their bio. So, first introduced way back in Kirby's Adventure, this warrior takes the spirit of chivalry to heart. Kind of. He has set on a journey of training, but he would never forget his connection to his friends. Many new friend powers awaken and imbue his blade. So he has the overhead slash, the night beam, meta triple slash, meta multi-thrust, piercing slash, night spin, meta chop, down thrust, up thrust, galactic counter. I don't think I've actually done that one before. Meta spin slash, mock tornado, meta condor dive with a shuttle loop, hover, underwater spin, and of course a plethora of friend abilities to utilize because he can get an element onto his sword. But of course, we have more than just Meta Knight here. Let's go to our other good pal, Bandana D. Look at how determined he is. Is this Dream Friend making a special appearance? This fellow was selected to represent the Waddle Dees as they accept their perfect attendance award for the Kirby series. When asked, he said, oh, I couldn't. But he was practicing his spear moves at the time. Spear thrust, back thrust, multi-spear thrust, waddlecopter, my favorite. Skyward thrust, ground thrust, moon drop, water spear throw, waddle spear barrage, waddle triple throw, underwater thrust, surface thrust, underwater downward thrusts. And of course, like Meta Knight, he has the ability to get his weapon imbued with many elements. I like that Bandana D is here. He's super adorable. And I love that it's like, he's the main Waddle Dee. So, like, there's a bunch of Waddle Dees, but Bandana Waddle Dee, he's the main Waddle Dee. So, yeah, he should be a fighter in a game of some sort. And, of course, we can't forget the amazing king. The rival to all rivals. Ever since Kirby's Dream Land, this tough guy calls himself the king and can take a friend's power and add it to that of his hammer. Wait, rather than reading about it, you should just try it out. Go on, you know you can't resist. So we have Hammer, Hammer Twirl, Giant DDD Swing, Giant Swing, Ultra Giant Swing, DDD Hammer Flip, Move while charging, DDD Hammer Throw, Head Slide, Super DDD Jump, Underwater Hammer Swing, Hover, and Air Bullet. And of course, he also can get abilities into his arsenal. Now we go, let's check it out. Yeah! There, I press jump. I press jump. There we go. I like that you can make little friend stacks like this. That's just really, really silly. Oh, okay, he does have a counter. That's kind of neat. Well, that's all we have for this batch of Dream Friends, so we're gonna have to bid adieu to them for now, but they'll be back later. So, in the next quick edit, I will see you back at the Dream Palace to get our next 3 Dream Friends. Here we are once again at the Dream Palace. This time around, we're going to be looking at the Dream Friends from Wave 1, which was released in late March of 2018. And starting off with, honestly, the best ones, in my opinion, we got Rick and Kine and Ku. Usually it's Rick, Ku, and Kine, but I guess they wanted to give Kine some special treatment. Alright, you 3, let's go get our next Dream Friend. Alright, Rick, Ku, and Kine, you ready for this? Our next Dream Friend is also a fan favorite from the Shimamura games. It's, of course... Actually, that's wrong. Sorry. The next one is from the ever-beloved Kirby Superstar. I planned this, clearly. I could have just selected Gooey, but you know what? Here's Marks. His theme's really cool. Marks is also pretty neat arena. Alright, so now that we've given the cover what the next friend is, let's just go get him right now. Okay, you 2, stand back. We're gonna get the silliest of Kirby's Dream Friends. And I have to wait. There we go. It's, of course, Gooey from Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3. Gooey was in Dream Land 2, just not as a playable character. Okay, so with the Wave 1 friends here, let's go to a stage for them to all pal around. You gotta start a friendly field, because we're all friends here! Yeah! I love that Kirby rides on Rick just the way he would've in Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, and also the stone move works just the way... Aw, man, so great. But anywho's, Rick, Ku, and Kine. I'm gonna say it my way, because my way sounds better. These 3 pals from Kirby's Dream Land 2 joined the fray! They formed a Dream Team duo. A trio. Duo! Oh, Kine, you're out. You're out, man. They formed a Dream Team trio, so they can help each other out. Rick rules the land, Kine swims the seas, Ku soars through the skies. Animal friends forever! So we have Fire Rick, Stone Rick, Parasol Ku, Flutter, Cutter Ku, Flish Flop, my favorite move, Ice Kine, which can only be used underwater, which is unfortunate, Kine Freeze, Protective Bag, Stomp, and they also have a few things that they can do. So they can add elements to other people, because Ku gives off wind, Kine can give off water, and Rick can give off fire. But in addition to that, Rick himself also has a special friend ability, so Gooey, if you'd be so kind. Because Rick can become stone, he also has curling on him, so Rick can do splash curling, and also give Marks water. We did it! Splash Marks. And yeah, just for proof of concept, here you go. Ku is when, every time you go into the air, Ku will show up. And we don't, not on a water stage, that's where Kine would show up. Unfortunately, you can't ride Kine underwater, but there is a move with Kine, which is just this fish flop, which is really adorable and also very silly. It's very useful against bosses, believe it or not. Now then, now that we have you all watered up, Mr. Marks. The famous Jester from Kirby Superstar has finally arrived to get in on the action. Sure, he's had a diabolical past as a final boss, but he'll be your buddy if you keep him well fed. It's a dream come true! Unless you go play Smash Brothers. I'm not joking. He's in Smash Brothers. I'm on to you, Marks. You try to friend me, and then you stab me in the back later. I'm on to you. So, Jester Ball Ride, that's his Marks' main attack. Marks is a very unique character, so he's really cool. Ball Kick during the Jester Ball Ride. If we press and hold B during the Jester Ball Ride, we can change the kick angle. We can also do a dash with the Ball Kick shot, and Time Bomb Jester Ball. Also, we can have a Prank Kick, a Radiant Flight, and press and B during the Radiant Flight to get a Jester Ball Spit Drop. We also can do a Black Hole of him. Oh, yeah, sure. A Marks Mega Spin. Marks Flip Ultima, Shadow Uppercut, a Rush, Dash B in midair. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Flip Ultima combo, Spin combo, and of course, because his ball counts as a weapon, it can have elements added to it, like water. But actually, if I wanted to, I want to give Marks the best ability, so... Not that. That's nice, though. If we give him the Wind, or the Bluster, make him Bluster Marks. We get him on his ball, and then we just jump once, and then just go to the moon. It's amazing. So let's check out some of his attacks, like the Dive Bomb. We can also do the Kick. His dashing around. Depending on which element he has will also determine what his attacks will do. So let's see, can I get... We'll get to see some more of him later as far as gameplay goes. Marks has a lot of cool abilities at his disposal, so just keep that in mind. He is pretty awesome to use. Just, Don't cheat me out of things like you tried doing Smash. Oh, okay, he wasn't gonna fall off. And of course we got Gooey. It's Gooey, with a ridiculously long tongue. That weird wobbler has hopped in from Kirby's Dream Land 3. Not even Gooey knows why he's here, but we're all glad to see him show up. He doesn't even know why he's here. But I'm happy. I like Gooey. The tongue attacks can grab items. It's kind of like a whip. We have a Quick Lick, a Flicker Lick, a Snack Lick, Tongue Slingshot, Parasol Gooey, Parasol Spin, Burning Gooey, Stone Gooey, Dark Laser Flare. I don't think I've ever seen... haven't I done that attack before? Mock Matter, Dark Laser, and Protective Bag. He also can do a Friend Grab and a Friend Throw, because of, he can throw people with his tongue. And he can also add water to other guys, as you probably know. So yeah, for Gooey and Ritku Kine, this is their guard. They go into this bag, which is a nice callback to Kirby's Dream Land 2, because that's the bags that they would be held in when you had to rescue them. Very cool concept, that. Oh, okay, that's what that is. So yeah, anytime Gooey's flying, he'll become Mock Matter, which has, unfortunately, one of the hardest to use attacks, because it wants you to be pressed down, but down B also does the stone one, so it's a bit hard to use. But we can still see him doing all his crazy stuff. Look at that. Look at that finesse right there. Alright, so you know what it's time for? It's time for... Trip to the moon! Okay, this is a train now. Train to the moon. So I'll see y'all in just another quick edit. We'll go to the Wave 2 Dream Friends. I'm enjoying this way too much. Here we are once again at the Dream Palace. This time we're gonna get the Wave 2 Dream Friends. Released in late July of 2018, these cover the next main Serious Kirby game, so if you weren't keeping track... I love Adam and Ribbon, they're so cool. we weren't keeping track. DDD represents Kirby's Dream Land. Meta Knight represents Kirby's Adventure. Bandana D kind of represents something. I don't know what. He's just there because he's cool. Rick, Ku, and Kine represent Kirby's Dream Land 2. Gooey represents Kirby's Dream Land 3. Marks represents Kirby Superstar. Adeline and Ribbon represent Kirby 64. And for our next Dream Friend, Dark Meta Knights. He represents Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. And for our final Dream Friend, named of Wave 2, that is. Final Dream Friend of Wave 2, Daroch, represents Kirby Squeak Squad. So essentially, there's one Dream Friend to represent every main series Kirby game. And now that we have our Dream Friends assembled, let's get them to a stage and test them out. Alright, the sereneness of Planet Earthfall I think will be a great backdrop. Let's begin! Looking first at Adeline and Ribbon, and it's really cute how Kirby rides on her hat. Adeline and Ribbon, the wait is over! This clever artist and her fairy companion from Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, are back on Planet Popstar! They may not be the galaxy's most powerful duo, but their perilous paintings and shiny crystals are nothing to scoff at. We have the Brush Slash, Brush Force, Painter, Addo's Painter, very specific to that one. Use Addo pairs to draw a boss and ride it into battle. And this right here, for the longest time, people were confused if the boss from Kirby's Dream Land 3, Addo, was the same as Adeline from Kirby 64. And right here, cleared up. Addo is Adeline's nickname, because Addo is used for the ability, or rather for the name of the attack. In midair, Ribbon will take flight, so Adeline can't fly herself, and she can't infinite jump, but that's why Ribbon's here, because she will carry Adeline as she uses her fairy wings to fly the two of them. Ribbon can also use the crystal gun that was in Kirby 64 as an aerial attack, and they also can do a fairy dance. The fairy dance is really freaking adorable. They also have a special move. They have Al Fresco. They don't have that's their special friend ability, and they also have a special guard as well with canvas cover. So first, that's the fairy dance. It is super adorable. But Adeline, she has this attack. This attack should actually look very familiar with her fight from Kirby 64 or from Kirby's Dream Land 3, because it's the attack that she uses when she's desperate to actually try to beat you. Of course, regular painting. And if you just paint just normally like this, you can get some cool stuff, like the squid or the octopus from the anime for some reason. And Batoman. Can't forget Batoman. And these guys I hated, but drove me nuts in Kirby 64. But if you hold it down for a little bit, you'll notice that Krako, Ice Dragon, and YU all appear here. You can have her paint those, and then she essentially has her own mount. She now can be YU, a mini-boss from Kirby's Dream Land 2. This is his only other appearance outside of Kirby's Dream Land 2. So this is a big callback for YU right there. That's really awesome. But of course, more familiar everyone might be is Krako. Krako is really good as a mount to use because does some crazy good stuff. And let's just see. If I'm riding Krako, does that give me... Nah, that's nothing special about the Krako we're riding, so unfortunately, nothing there. So, Krako's a little hard to use because sometimes the attacks will do something different depending on what you're doing. So I think Krako's attacks vary on how much health's left, and yes, they eventually do go away. And of course, finally, we have Ice Dragon, another boss from Kirby's Dream Land 2. And he can actually make these, or do that. Let's see, if I do in the air, can I do... Yep, and if we do in the air, we can do his stomping. So, this is a great way, because you can play as characters... Like, Adeline and Ribbon are essentially 5 characters in one, which makes them really awesome. And of course, if Adeline goes up, Ribbon carries her. And this is super cute. I mean, Kirby's in the way right now, but... And they can use this. So the nice thing about Adelin's flight is, or rather Ribbon's flight, is that it's very nice and gentle. You don't have to tap the button. And if you use the crystal gun, they stay at the exact same vertical height. Only going down, like, very slightly. So that's really good really good. And, you know, Fairy Dance, we saw that already. They also have a unique guard, which is this, the Canvas Guard. There's actually a few different backgrounds you can get, and these are all callouts to stages from Kirby 64. Like, that's Sugar Star, that's, I think that's Rockstar. That's, of course, Pop Star. And there's actually one rare one that you can get with them. Let's see if I can possibly get it. They only have 4, so it's not a heck of a lot to go through, but the one rare one is actually really cool. And if I don't get it in the next, like, 10 seconds, we'll call it a wash. There we go. Adelin does her own self-portrait, and that's a fantastic callback to Kirby's Dream Land 3, because those are the kind of paintings that she would do in the end credits of Kirby's Dream Land 3. So, Adelin and Ribbon are a cavalcade of callbacks and references, and, like, if you're a Kirby fan, this is amazing. And, hey, if you're not familiar with these, maybe this will give you incentive to go play some of these games, because the games they're from are fantastic. Alright, going on to the most bizarre inclusion, mainly because they wanted a rep from every single main series Kirby game, and it was kind of like, what do we do for Amazing Mirror? And so they just kind of settled with Dark Meta Knight, I guess. Or as I call him, the better Meta Knight. He's actually very overpowered. Dark Meta Knight. This shadowy figure makes a bold return from the land of the Amazing Mirror. Perhaps he was drawn by the Dark Hearts, but while his motivations may be shady, he'll sure make a mighty ally. The power of the shadow can pierce through any lights. So he has Overhead Slash, Dark Beam, Dark Triple Slash, Dark Multi-Thrust Edge Slash, Smash, Dark Drill, Upper Edge, Dark Spiral, Meteor Edge, Dark Crosscuss, Triple Thrust, Dark Chop, Mirror Spin Slash, Dark Caliber, Triple Crescent Shot, Blade Burst, Wall of Mirrors, Dark Mirror Ring, Hover, and a Reflector Shield. And he also can get stuff added onto his sword. So Dark Meta Knight is interesting, because at first it's like, okay, well, you know, it's just Meta Knight, right? And then it's like, wait a minute, no, Meta Knight can't do that. Meta Knight can't do that. So he's kind of an interesting mix of sword and mirror. And also having ridiculous stuff like bringing a bunch of swords out. Or having one of the best spin attacks, because this reflects everything if it touches it, which is great. Let's see, anything else you can do, buddy? Yeah, that does that, that does that. Yeah, so yeah, like, you just do a combo of him and he'll get these 3 blades coming out. Or sometimes just one. One's fine. And of course he can do a Sword Beam just like Sword and Meta Knight can. The mirror attack that he has, that's like honestly the best part of him in my opinion, because this is really cool. Additionally, speaking of mirror, when he guards, he goes into the mirror, which is kind of hilarious. So once again, like mirror, this is a reflective guard, so if anything touches it, it will bounce back. And it's just kind of cute to see. It's kind of cool how a lot of the different... So, Gooey, Rikuenkine, Adelin, and Dark Meta Knight all have their own special guards, which is actually really cool to see. They put this level of detail into these characters. And of course, if you're just picking up the game right now, these characters will all be available to you. Wave 2 Dream Friends do not appear until you're in Stage 2 of Planet Popstar, though. Just an FYI. And finally, the King of Cheese himself, and boy oh howdy, is he crazy. Doroch. The illustrious thief from Kirby Squeak Squad is back, and there's nothing he can't, or won't, steal. If making friends is all it takes to find some treasure, this Purloiner is happy to tag along with the Squeak Squad in tow. So he has Ice Shot, a charged Ice Shot, Charged Up, Ice Laser, Ultra Ice Laser, Triple Star, Doroch Bomb, Doroch Firebomb, Summon Spinny, Summon Doc, Summon Storo, Hunter Claw, Scratch Out, Cross Claw, Smack in the Box, and Teleports. So Doroch actually has a lot of different elements available to him. With his main staff, he does Ice. If you hold this bomb, he'll do Fire. And yeah, if you just want to do regular bomb, you can do that. We can also charge up his wand to do varying levels of that. That's just really cool. Triple Star. It's the Triple Star from Kirby Squeak Squad, which you can use. It's his only downward attack in the air. Otherwise, he uses this or his bombs. In the air, he actually can do this teleport. And honestly, I think that's the most amazing thing, because that's a stellar callback to how his fight went in Squeak Squad. Like, that's how he got around. He cannot fly, he actually just does multiple jumps. But hey, no one's perfect. Additionally, one of the most amazing things he can do, besides, you know, like, claw things to death, if we get right next to someone. Oh, get right. What? Wrong one. I want to get on Doroch, please. If we get right next to one of these guys, he'll do a cool attack like that. Additionally, he can call the squeaks, so Doroch is yet another character that is more than just one character in one. If you just do a slight tap, you'll get Spinny. If you keep tapping it, you'll actually get little mini squeaks to go with Spinny as well. Spinny is one of the Squeak Squad main cast members. If you hold down just a little bit, you'll get Doc. Doc gives out electric abilities, so you can get some zap elements from that. And if you hold down for just a bit longer, you'll get Storo, the big guy. And he counts as working on stakes, so you can pound in the stakes of him. So Doroch is a very versatile character. There's almost like no, outside of any puzzle that would need water, which is negated by ice, you can solve almost any puzzle of Doroch, which is fitting. They're thieves, so of course they'd be a jack of all trades. With that all said, I think we're done with Wave 2 here, so we're going to go on to the final wave of Wave 3. So, let's get our little totem going back. I want to be on Edwin. Wait, no, sorry, we got this better. Okay, so first, okay, then we'll get Dark Mad Knight. Down, okay, and then we'll all ride YU. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Shush. Alright, see you on the next bios for Dream Friends Wave 3. Former allies and rivals return as friends. Back in yet another Dream Palace of a clean slate, it's time to get Kumazaki's Golden Boy. I'm of course referring to the one, the only, Megalore. How's it going, buddy? We will go get the other two Dream Friends as well from Wave 3. Alright, so the next Kumazaki directed game was, of course, Kirby Triple Deluxe, which has one of my favorite characters, Terenza. His plushie is adorable. And of course, they're the limbless friends. I guess Doroch kind of fits that bill as well, but all three of Wave 3 are limbless. And there she is herself, the ultimate secretary, Susie. And I like that all of them are nearly the exact same height. That's kind of adorable and very cute. So, again, we're going to get to another stage for these guys and do their bios and check out their moves. So, here on Planet Frostak, this amazing, gorgeous place, let's go and check out the bios first of our good pal, Megalore. Magalor. My name is Magalor. I can't believe you forgot my name. Have gem apples. I'm gonna give you gem apples, and you're gonna pay me with gem apples, and you're gonna give me your money because I need gem apples. How dare you get my name wrong? This charming rogue magician arrives from Kirby's Return to Dreamland with a wink and something up his sleeve. What sleeves? But he's your dream friend, and he's more than willing to help you conquer the galaxy. I don't think that's what we're doing, Magalor. So, he has magic spheres, revolution orbs, revolution flame, deadly needles, doubly deadly needles, double deadly needles deluxe, lots of needles, an incorrectly spelled Magalor surge. I'm not sure if that'll be patched out, so if it ever is, here you go. In version 4.0.0, they spell his name wrong. It's fine. His name's actually like Maholor in Japanese, so I'm not gonna fault him on this, because when you say Magalor, that's kind of how it sounds. Gem Apple Bombs, detonate the Gem Apple Bombs, Black Hole, summon Black Hole and then release it, Ultra Sword, Magic Barrier, and Dimensional Vanish. Oh, additionally, whoops, he can summon the Lore Star Cutter, a mini version of it, and can do a Magalorian launch. They spelled it right there. Magalor can also give off wind, fire, and I think zap. So, a very versatile character in that regard. He also just floats, which is kind of cool. All these guys actually just kind of float. So first, if we just do this, we just get some of these balls. Nice thing about it is that you can keep spamming them while you drag them side to side, up and down. If you hold for a little bit, you'll do the double ones. If you hold for longer, you get these triple fire ones. If we go up, we get spikes. So we just go, yep, and then we do lots of spikes. These nice moves that he had from his boss fight in Kirby's Return to Dreamlands. And gem apples, if we let them sit there, they will grow prosperous and eventually become giant bombs that we can just detonate like that, and they do a lot of cool damage. So if you just throw them, they'll detonate right away, so you can't just keep like spamming the button to get them to do what you want. The dash move he has is amazing. And again, the gem apples were a good call to Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, but this dash is a nice call to Kirby's Dream Collection, because that's the dash he would use in the Magalor races. So if we do up and B and then just kind of play around, we can summon a black hole. Just like that. No big deal. Let's see, am I missing anything? Oh yeah, right. Additionally, he also has that, so if you ever want Ultra Sword back in mainstream Kirby games, Magalor is your best bet. Let's check. I'm just making sure I did all of them. Finally, we have a magical barrier. Another amazing callback to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This is actually the kind of shield that he would have in his fights. And if you're in the air, he'll do a Dimensional Vanish, which you can just kind of keep holding for a while until you finally want to reappear, or until after, I guess, like a good 10 seconds wears off. Very cool, that. Magalor's a very fun dream friend. But speaking of fun, I think we're also time we have fun with Taranza. This clumsy smarty pants stumbled his way here from the heights of Kirby Triple Deluxe. He's a lonely insect on journey in search of a queen, and he's one of your new dream friends. Taranza has a very sad backstory, and it's kind of like, it's sad how much like somber stuff they add to it. Or they keep referencing, rather. If we press and release B, we have a magic string shot. If we hold it and move, we have a Taranza web hold. Pop off while releasing an enemy. Darling Dreamstalk, another cool attack. Taranza burst, Super Taranza Burst, Taranza Ball. Super Taranza Ball, he can summon, he does a lot of spirit bombs. Web Sling, Web Scatter, Queen's Phantom. He also can do a Pod Kick, a Pod Snatch, Pod Slam-a-Bam, and a Magic Guard, just like Magalor can. And these Pod ones, those are all kind of from Spider ability, just like the Bouncy Web is, and Friend Bounce. So, he is kind of like a very unique spider. Now, after you hold it down, you can actually move around with it for a little bit before you can release it. It's a very nice attack. So yeah, if his neutral B is this, let's go get some enemies to hold up in that. Or not, that's fine too. So if we just hold it like this, we can grab them up, and then once they hit something or release it, they will go around like that. Darling Dreamstalk is a cool attack, because he just makes a mini Dreamstalk wherever he goes. Very powerful guy. Let's see, what else am I missing? Ah, yes, the Tyranza Ball. If you're in the air, he'll make this big ball, which you can then just pummel on the people. It's really cool. And of course, he can just fly on his own. Just kind of glide around. And the Queen's Phantom, where he summons a Phantom of Zectonia. And if you notice right there, very sad. Like, Tyranza's a sad character. Future me, if you could, slow down this animation a little bit when he summons the Phantom Queen. Every time he summons that, which is a very powerful attack, he quickly dries his eyes. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, Tyranza. I'm sorry, buddy. And of course, you know, you can bounce on the webs and whatnot, and he can also do a front bounce, which, if we just press up, he would do? No, he's not going to. Well, you know what? Fine. Magolor can just go and give Susie Zap power. But yeah, Tyranza has the ability to do the front bounce as well. And I think that's all there's to say about Tyranza. Tyranza's my favorite. He's a bit hard to utilize because compared to other Dream Friends, because if you're not used to how Spider ability works, you might not really enjoy Tyranza as much. But I like him a lot. He has a lot of cool different moves and whatnot. And I think a lot of the little details of the animations are what really sells them for me. But finally, moving on to one of the most recent of games, from Kirby Planet Robot, Susie. The Exterminator will see you now. No mere secretary, Susie from Kirby Planet Robot is capable of corporate restructuring. She's all business with her business suit on, so schedule a meeting and see what she can do. She has the Haltman Works Company Blaster, charged with the blast for it, Transporter Burst, a Super Transporter Burst, Ultra Transporter Burst, Terra Burst, Arrow Cracker, Diving Hearts, charge a long time next to, oh. Charge Stock, Transporter Jump, Transporter, One-Handed Shot, Business Suit Up, Jump Double Jump in the Business Suit, Spin Cycle with the Business Suit, Spin Cycle Dash with the Business Suit, Drill Bits with the Business Suit, Drive Slammer with the Business Suit Stow. And she can also get stuff added to her weapon, as you saw earlier. So, with Susie, we just have, you know, this, and depending on the different elements that she has, she'll get slightly different shots. So, for instance, if we give her fire to make her Sizzle Susie, she will instead get a flamethrower, which unfortunately cannot be charged. So, Magolor, if you could give us a different, there we go, let's try this. Nope, just that. She also has this Arrow dynamic propulsion system, this Arrow Burst, so it's a bit of a jet ability in Susie. And you can do that, of course. I don't like the sparkler. Magolor, fix this. This is your fault. Magolor, there you go. With the Luster Susie, there we go. Got wind bullets now. When Susie goes up into the air, if you just hold the jump button, she'll actually summon this, what was this called again? Transporter Jump, the Transporter. Yeah, Transport, right. So we can't see the similar attacks, now she has shots on her. Elemental shots will get rid of her Charge Blaster. But when she has a Transporter on, she can do some of the same stuff. And throw that around. But most importantly, the most amazing thing that Susie can do is summon her business suits from Kirby Planet Robot. This cannot fly. At least not that easily. She has the Bluster on, she can actually fly a little bit with it. But it does a lot of cool different attacks, just like it would in Planet Robot. You can use it to just kind of get through enemies like that. Let's see. There we go. We use this. We have drill bits to summon. And we can also do a slam down. And I think that's it as far as those. Let's just double check. Spin cycle. Yep. And drill bit. And if we want to get rid of it, we just stow it. We stow it by pressing the guard button. So she has normal guard. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think Taranza had a special guard too. Yeah, he has a special guard like this. That's kind of cool looking. So Susie's normal guard, but her guard also functions as a way to get rid of the Hulkman work suits. Because she cannot technically fly with this on, Susie actually is at the most risk of falling into pits if she has this on right now. So that's kind of silly. That all said, that's all the Dream Friends. So, what is left to do as far as bios? We've seen all the bosses, we've seen all the Dream Friends. Well, I'll tell you what, there's actually still quite a few bios to see. In fact, we might have to do some repeats. So, without further ado, I'm going to get on to our next totem, and I will see you in just a quick edit for when we go to talk about all the rest of Kirby Star Allies. I just like making these impossibly silly totems. Alright, so here we are, back at the File Select screen. One little thing I kind of wanted to note, actually, about this area is that if you look at the background, it has this nice rainbow going on this blue. If we compare it to the other updates, every update that's happened to Kirby Star Allies has brought a different type of background to the File Select and title screen. So starting back with the original game / demo, it's what it kind of looked like here. Then on the File Select screen, I have another screenshot from when it became 2.0 version, and then 3.0 version, and now finally, here we are at 4.0.0. That all said, there's still quite a few bios we need to do in order to get all the bios out of our system, so then we'll be done with, hopefully, majority of the bios. Hopefully. And in order to do that, we have to go to Guest Star Allies. Star Allies Go. It's kind of a confusing name. I just call it Guest Star Allies. So believe it or not, every single character on the board here for Guest Star Allies, which we'll be seeing very soon. Don't worry, we're going to be tackling this mode in style. All of them have their own bios. You'll have a little subtitle and whatnot, so we're going to look at every single playable character, except this one, because I don't have them yet. Alright. So Belay Knight staying sharp. Guest Star Belay Knight staying sharp. I will be a swordsmaster like my idol. This green warrior swears upon his blade that he will master his weapon, learn how to attack with flame, wind, and lightning, and ultimately conquer the world. Just like Meta Knight always wanted him to, I guess. So Blade Knight, it's the sword ability. Same rules apply. And that's all there is to write about him, so let's get to our next Guest Star Ally. That's me trying to snap my fingers, but it doesn't work that way. So, next one, go! Our next Guest Star Ally is Sir Kibble himself. Guest Star Sir Kibble, cutting in style. Just like my blade, I keep coming back. What's inside that armor? Classified. Just like his golden blade, this guy returns to fight again and again. Pluckiness is the best armor of all. Hey, look, another Sir Kibble. No, there can only be one. That all said, it's time to go to our next star ally. Go! Up next, we have the adorable Party Master himself, Poppy Bros Jr. Boom! I love that sound! It's the guy with Eternal Grin. He's off an explosive adventure, but all he really wants to do is bring a little fun and fireworks into people's lives. Aw, Poppy Bros Jr. Super cute! I love him. I also love all the artwork that I have for all these guys now, so thank you to a special shout out to Silver Star Sheep, the amazing artist for this Let's Play series. You should go follow her, because she's a fantastic artist. Anywho's, next star ally, go! Next on our star allies, we have Dark Meta Knight. We thought we did his bio already. I'm kidding, it's Rocky. Guest star Rocky. Rock the world. Thud. With a will as hard as something very hard, this rugged fellow is a real heavy hitter. He slides on water or ice and has an uppercut to end any argument. Right here, see this right here? Argument ender. No argument. No argument. Okay, you know, you can leave too, that's fine. That's another way to win. And of course, hits all the stone abilities, including all the crazy transformations that stone has. We're not going to stick around for all of them, so let's get on to our next one after I want to get at least a cool one. There we go. That's a cool one. So, next guest star ally, go! Our next guest star ally is a favorite of mine. It's Wester, the whip-wielding warrior, initially appearing in Kirby Triple Deluxe. The world's treasure is all mine! With Western style and a dandy heart, he takes on any tasks. Also, he can set out again and explore the world. With his flexible rip, he searches for treasure. Guest star Wester, Wild West Whip. Let's try saying that 5 times fast. Wester, Wild West Whip. Wester, Wild West Whip. Wester, Wild West Whip. Yeah, I think it's hard. Shush, shush, shush. And of course, it's the whip ability, and Wester is awesome. So, that all said, do another tornado right there, and I think we'll go to our next guest star ally. Go! Ah yes, our next guest star ally. This time, it's a big guy. The big monkey with the pants, Bonkers. Guest star Bonkers in Banana Mania. Ooh, I love bananas. He's always looking for bananas. Even when he loses sight of this goal, this giant gourmand smashes anything in his way, wherever he likes. And of course, it's hammer ability time. Also, what? Unfriend? There's no one to unfriend here. Shush, shush. Nice thing about both DDD and Bonkers is that you can do the hammer throw without actually losing your ability, so that's kind of nice. That all said, I think we still have quite a few to go, so guest star allies, next guest star ally if you will, go! Because they're a ninja, it's time for our next guest star ally spotlight. It is Biospark. Guest star Biospark, Savage Silence. I will walk the path of mastery. Under cover of the night, hidden in villages, this elite ninja takes a journey to learn the ninja's way. With his blade of violet lightning, he speeds through the land. So this is actually kind of one thing I was curious about. If I recall correctly, I thought Biospark in Kirby Superstar was female? So I'm not sure if that's a mistranslation or if that's just maybe it was a mistranslation in Superstar. But I always kind of like the idea of Biospark being a female character rather than a male character, so I'll say that Biospark can be both genders, because why not? And that's something we'll deal with later, but hey, for now, Biospark is here, and Biospark is now going to Ninja Vanish out to our next guest star ally, go! Hey man, he's walking the dog. It's our next guest star ally, Jim. Guest star Jim, up and down dynamo. Finally, it's my turn. With word of a mechanized invasion in the works, Jim sets out on a journey. What does the robot see? Why does he use his mischievous gimmick? Who knows? The mechanical invasion was last game, Jim. Sorry, you're a bit late. Shush, shush, shush. Yo-yo ability is a ton of fun, though. It's also kind of funny they gave yo-yo ability to a robot. It's like a robot can do better tricks than most professionals, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's the intention. I also like if you look at some of Jim, you can see like parts of like the of Heavy Lobster on him, which makes sense. But we'll have to say adieu to our dog-walking friend for now, as we go to our next guest star ally, Go! Our new guest star here is a bit shy. He's a newcomer to the Kirby franchise in general. It is the staff-wielding Jammerjab. Or Stick if you live in Japan. Guest star Jammerjab, Staff Striker. Can true believers find their way? The pink hero taught him that nothing is more precious than friends who believe in each other, and now he sets out to see the truth for himself. Jammerjab being one of the Jumbastian guards and whatnot, and one of the last abilities you actually can get. So that's one of the last abilities you can get in the main playthrough of Star Allies, if you go for bonus stages, that is. And while he is very cool, I love his moveset. He's very shy. He's very uncertain about things because he's not sure. He's new here. He's not sure if he fits in quite yet. But don't worry. I think with enough help from each other, he'll be a great friend for everyone. And speaking of friends, it's time we go to our next guest star ally. Go! What's the sizzling inferno? Is it just the campfire gone awry? Well, of course not. It's our old-time favorite pal, Burnin' Leo. Guest star, Burning Leo, Roaring Fire. You set fire to my heart. Burning Leo, proud of his blazing mane, declares from his heart, I will go on an adventure and share my flames. But don't get carried away, he might burn you. And actually, don't burn anybody, please. That would be bad. Shush, shush. I like his animation from when he does the fireball, because he's a comet going right through there. But we have to keep moving on, so Burning Leo, take it away to give it away to our next guest star ally. Go! Who's that hiding in that frozen ball? Why, it's of course our good pal, Chili! Our next guest star. Guest star Chili, of the chill winds, to the edge of the world. This snowman wishes to travel far before it gets too warm, and he disappears. He sets out from his home, sure that he can achieve his dream. And I mean, you're out in broad daylight, and it's like spring season, so I think you're fine. Don't worry, Chili. We gotcha. You'll stay alive forever. Hopefully. Well then, now that Chili is back to being in his frozen shell, I think it's time to get to our next guest star ally. Go! It's the one-eyed friend that everyone knows and loves, the lovely gesture, What'll Do. Guest star What'll Do's return to Beamland. I'll bet it all on this beam. It was the first copy ability that anyone ever got, and the origin of all abilities that came later. So much potential from a beam, and now he wants to see why the beam bends. I never thought about that. I guess that is the first ability you'd get in... Is that the first ability you got in Adventure? I never noticed that before. That's really cool. I assumed it was Sword, but I guess not. But yeah, I love What'll Do. What'll Do is a cool guy. He's a cute guy, an adorable guy, and I think he's ready to give us to another adorable guy. With the next guest star ally, Go. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? It's the guest star, Plug. I'm Plug. What? Never heard of me. Plug has been updated to shoot plasma. He might not be well known, but for all who couldn't join him now, he will shine brightly for all their sakes. Yeah, because Plug was an enemy initially in Kirby 64 who didn't come back until this game. So yeah, I know you, Plug, and I love you too. Shush, shush. So let's get a nice plasma to the air explosion and head to our next guest star ally. Go! Is that a rainbow from the Water Pope himself? That's right, it's the guest star Dribbly in Rinse and Repeat. I'm Dribbly. I love clean water. Dribbly can't stand the destruction of the environment and wishes for only the purest of waters for the world. With that, Dribbly sets off on a journey. That explains why Dribbly wasn't in Planet Robobot. Shush, 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 shush. Of course, I love this move. One of the best moves that Dribbly has. I love just how bubbly Dribbly is. Like, the water that goes through her... I consider Dribbly female for some reason. Like, goes through her face and everything. It's just super adorable. So then, Dribbly, please give us a rainbow to the next guest star ally. Go! And here he comes! Nesp, our next guest star ally. Guest star Nesp. Psych out. Though not quite an adult, he brims with the power of a new generation. He predicts there's something out in the darkness and sets off to find it, with teleportation. Nesp is one of my favorite new Kirby characters. I want a plushie of him, because he's just so freaking cute and adorable and whatnot. And of course, you know, it's an Earthbound reference, because Nesp and the hat and everything. So, awesome stuff. So then, Nesp, let's teleport out to our next guest star ally. Go! What's that in the sky? Is it a bird? Well, yes, it's actually Birdon. Guest star Birdon, freedom in the sky. Flapping to new horizons. He hates spending every day stuck in a bird cage and decides to see how high he can fly. And just that easily, he's off to find freedom. Fly high and fast. Birdon just looks so cool. Like, as in general, I love the design of his wings and everything, and look at that, it's just, yeah, just soaring down like that, no problem whatsoever. There we go. Well then, Birdon, if you could, please soar into our next guest star ally. Go! And here we have the new Dream Friend Choo Choo, who is actually just being used by Broom Hatter, our next guest star ally. Guest star Broom Hatter, spring cleaning. I'll clean up the whole world. Dust here, dust there, Broom Hatter just can't stand so much mess. So he takes on the quest of a lifetime to make the world spotless. Good luck on that. There's like dirt everywhere. And of course, Broom Hatter carries Pitch with him, carries Naga with him. All the great cleaning abilities that you could do in Kirby's Dream Land 3 are all here as one fantastic ability, and one fantastic Dream Friend. Or Dream Friends? Well, kind of. It's a dream to be playing as Broom Hatter himself, in his own main quest. Well then, Broom Hatter, let's clean up to get ready for our next guest star ally. Go! He's here, he's ready to rumble. It's our next guest star ally, Knuckle Joe. Guest star, Knuckle Joe, the Contender. Gonna be the top fighter anywhere. He's eager to prove himself in a legendary tournament and sets off at full speed to find it. Wherever it is, he's up for any battle, no matter how tough. Knucklejoe's always been a favorite of mine, to be honest, and I guess having an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Helps with that a little bit. I just like how cool he is. I also like that he just put the bandana, or the headbands, there we go, the headband over his own. I think it's kind of silly. He's just like, well, guess what? I got another, that's my next level tier of fighting. So now I have the friendship belt, so I'll go after the strength belt, and then who knows what. Shush. Well then, Knuckle Joe, if you could, please clear the ring for our next guest star ally. Go! The ring has been cleared, and now it's time for the former champ to take the center stage. It's of course our guest star, Bugsy. Guest star Bugsy in What's the Bug Idea? I was king of the insects. This aging insect king passed on his title to someone younger. Now he's off to fight dark forces with techniques that would put a wrestler to shame. What a mandible! So keep in mind this line right here about how he passed it on to someone younger. That's going to come back into play for our next guest star. So, without further ado, let's have the old generation give way to the new generation. To our next guest star ally. Go! From one insect to another, it's time for our next contender in the ring. It's, of course, Beatly. Beatly, guest star Beatly, the unbeatable beetle. I'm the new king of the insects. This young king wants to challenge the old one to see who's truly mightier. But first, into the darkness, he braves any challenger with his horn. So if you follow Bugsy's and go to his, Beatly is the new king of the insects. Bugsy gave up his title of Beatly. I think that's just super adorable. That's a lot of cool, like, little world building there. So Beatly is here to stay for a while, so I want a plushie of him too, because he's cool. Well then, Beatly, if you could, what of your insect subjects, or your, maybe arachnoid subjects, possibly? Let's go to our next guest star ally. Go! Not quite sure if this would be a king, or a subject of the king, Beatly, but we do have our next guest star, Como. Guest star Como, a tangled web. After years of work, a major role. He doesn't just hang around anymore. He's a three-eyed hero who was once nominated by his kind to go on a quest. Now he can snare evil in his web. Also a nice callback there, because Como has been a common enemy in lots of Kirby games, and now they finally went, guess what, Como? You're an ability user now. Isn't that awesome? Shush. So let's build a web to the heavens with Como here, and we'll go check out our next guest star ally. Go! Who's that floating down from the sky? It's of course one of the classic foes, one of the classic friends. It's Parasol Waddle Dee. Guest star Parasol Waddle Dee, the floaty dreamer. You chose me? Great! Time to sing! The sun is shining, the parasol's open, and it's time for a stroll. That parasol is great protection after all, and it lets him float sweet as a breeze. That's my song. Parasol Waddle Dee, a great contender as well. Bandana Waddle Dee used the parasol during the King DDD tournament in Kirby Battle Royale, so there's some precedence here for Parasol Waddle Dee being pretty gosh dang awesome. But unfortunately, we have to keep moving along, even if we're moving a little too fast for some of these guys, because he's super cute. And adorable, of course. But how about we drift away into our next guest star ally? Go! Why, that's a lovely Dreamstalk you got there. Miss, what was your name again? Oh yes, Vidvidria. I can't pronounce it right still. Guest star, Vidvidria, a colorful heart. Watch me, sisters, I'll do my best. She swears on her heart to do her best so she doesn't lose to her sisters, not in battle and not in artistry. She sets off to prove herself and hopefully get into a good art school. Hopefully she'll get a good scholarship too. Those things are expensive. I like that it mentions that she has sisters, so I guess it's implying that Paintra and Dracia might be her sisters. Nice little touch there. But without further ado, I think it's time we paint our way to another guest star ally. Go! And finally, the chef with a big heart. It's the last main ability star ally friend that we have. It's of course Chef Kawasaki. Guest star Chef Kawasaki in Flavor Attack. Extreme Feast? I'll get cooking. This chef goes on the hunt for ingredients beyond the edge of the world. He senses great deliciousness and must control his hunger until his culinary quest is done. I actually find it to be one of the hardest characters to use because we have that, and that. That's it. That's his moveset. You have to wait to do cooking again. You have to wait. That's a bummer. But I'm sure it's okay. I'll just wait here until I can cook some more. But believe it or not, thanks to the DLC that was added, and thanks to beating the game, You will then, after being guest star allies once, have access to a plethora of other characters to look at, and their bios as well. And they do have different bios, so, Chef Kawasaki, if you could cook us up a meal to get to our next guest star ally, go! What's this? Is that the mighty king himself? Back for more? Why, of course, it's King Dedede! Guest star King Dedede, fight for the crown! I'll be the one to keep the peace. Kirby's first rival from Kirby's Dreamland wants to clean up his image, so he sets off to save his people. There's no stopping this self-made king, so watch out, world! So yes, all the Dream Friends have their own unique bios, so all the Dream Friends are very spoiled. They get 2 bios. They get one for the story mode and one for guest star allies. So, with that said, King Dedede, if you could, let's hammer flip away to our next guest star ally. Go! There he is, the knight, shrouded in mystery, who's not even using his cape, just his creepy wings for some reason. It's, of course, the great dueler himself, Meta Knight. Guest star Meta Knight, Scourge of Darkness. This darkness must meet my sword. A knight that dates back to Kirby's adventure joins the fray. This mysterious figure occasionally shows up in his massive ship to stir things up. Now, into darkness. So it seems like they're not even sure what they want to give Meta Knight as far as backstory is. Like, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? We don't know. He's whatever. He's Meta Knight. And with that then, Meta Knight, if you could, let's get to our next guest star ally. Go! What's that in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, no, it's Bandana Waddle Dee with a adorable copter attack. Say hello, world! It's Bandana Waddle Dee, and he's here to play. Guest star Bandana Waddle Dee, the Legend of Dee. And not just a pretty face. He got his stellar attendance in the Kirby series and deserves a prize. That bandana, that spear. With his courage, he sets himself apart from carefree parasol holders. Except that one time he did use a parasol. Guess I'll bandana. Bandana Dee is so much fun to use, and he is a very unique character since he does have spear ability, which is not an ability you can get in this game. Well then, Bandana Dee, how about we spear copter away to our next guest star ally? Go. Now hold the phone just a moment. This looks a bit different than the other areas we've been to. Well, we'll get to that later. Of course, it's time for our next guest star, Rick, Koo, and Kine. Guest star Rick and Kine and Koo, the Animal Trio. Friends by air, sea, and land. This triple deluxe pack of pals from Kirby's Dream Land 2 is here to help. You'll hear 'em coming, pitter-patter, splish-splish, and flutter-flap. Don't worry, we'll get into why this stage looks so different compared to the other ones, but I think for now, how about we flap around and then fly high to our next guest star ally? Go! Well, I guess the circus is in town, and we've also clowned around to some place that doesn't look familiar, though a little bit. It's guest star Marks. Guest star Marks of Galactic Ambition. Got a plan? Glad to help. The cosmic gesture from Kirby Superstar senses danger from afar and is ready to roll across galaxies on his ball. This final boss is here to help. Well, I'm glad he's actually here to help. Hopefully. I don't know, man. You seem a bit split on it. So then, well, Marks, if you could, let's get on your ball and kick away to our next guest star ally. Go! Gooey, I don't think we're in Green Gardens anymore. It's time for our next guest star, who is not really sure of himself almost all the time. Guest star Gooey. Who? Me? My name? Gooey? Maybe. This googly-eyed wonder from Kirby's Dream Land 3 and 2 comes in search of answers to the big questions in life. Who am I? Where? What time is it? Well, Gooey, if I wanted to go hit my home button right now on my Switch, I could tell you what time it is, but I don't want to do that, because I want to see other games I've been playing. Alright, so instead, if you could, how about you dash on over, or how about you zap on over to our next guest star ally? Go! Isn't this a lovely scene of nice forests and whatnot? It's a painter girl and her fairy friend. It's, of course, Adeline and Ribbon. Guest star Adeline and Ribbon, Artful Adventurers. Back for a new adventure. The attack artists from Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, and Kirby's Dream Land 3, and her pal Ribbon have returned. And with Adeline's newly improved painting skills, these two are ready to be in the mix. They sure are. By painting over stuff and getting lots of stuff that they need. Shish shish. Or, you know, making Kracko. Why not? Well then, Adeline, if you could, how about you shoot your Crystal Star away to our next guest star ally? Go, 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 go! What's behind this reflection? Why, it's of course our next guest star, Dark Meta Knights. Get out of here. Guest star Dark Meta Knight from the shadows. He doesn't say much. Is that the uninvited knight from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror? Guess he had a fight with Meta Knight. The Mirror World must cast a long shadow across the galaxy. At least he's here as a friend. And a fun little detail, if you notice from Meta Knight's portrait compared to his, and their main art as well, or rather, their main model in the game, Dark Meta Knight does mirror regular Meta Knight in which he has the emblem on his right shoulder pad, whereas Meta Knight had it on his left. Very cool little detail there. Well then, Dark Meta Knight, how about we mirror away to our next guest star ally? Go! Who's this dashing-looking rodent? Why, it's of course the nefarious, or, you know, sometimes just misunderstood, Space Thief himself, Doroch. Guest star Doroch, enter the Space Thieves. Those bejeweled hearts will be mine. The famous thief from Kirby's Squeak Squad. And Kirby Mass Attack. Heard tales of dark, gem-shaped hearts, and set out to find them. Such seemingly wicked treasures are certainly worthy of his talents. And we saw all of his moves earlier. So Doroch, if you could, let's head on to the last bit of Star Allies to go, with our next Star Ally. Go! Huh. This does look a bit familiar. I'm sure, if you're familiar with the Kumazaki era of games, you'll recognize it as well. It's of course time for us to shine with our next guest star, Megalore. Guest star Megalore, best friends forever. I will show you the power of best friends. The fearless deceiving mage from Kirby's Return to Dreamland has mysteriously joined the battle. You don't want him as an enemy. Is it possible that he could end up becoming a true friend? Well, I mean, he built Kirby a theme park, he set up a shop to help Kirby out in his quest. I think Megalore is all around a good guy now. So, without further ado, Megalore, can you go and blow up those gem apples so we can get to our next guest star ally? Go! Next up, you know him, you love him, it's the unfortunate broken heart, Taranza. Guest star Taranza, to meet that flower. No doubt, a miracle will happen for sure. Hoping for a true miracle, the boy with silver hair from Kirby Triple Deluxe is making a bid for the altar. Deep in his heart, he already knows the outcome, but if he could just reach that bright light. Taranza is a very tragic character. They keep bringing up the whole thing of his girlfriend or wife or whatever. That's heavy stuff. So Taranza, how about we get out the heavy stuff and head to our final guest star ally? Go! And who's this that's coming in soaring on their transporter? It's of course Susie from Haltman Works. Guest star Susie, extermination by Blaster. The company he built, I will bring it back. Cool and collected, Susie from Kirby Planet Robobot is all business. Following in the footsteps of her employer, and father, she uses science to advance her mission, mechanizing new planets and peoples. So I guess Jim's looking for her? With that, that's all of the guest star allies that have bios. We are missing one, that's because I don't have that character unlocked. So, with all that said and done, despite I rushed through quite a few of them, but I was trying to be timely, because this recording is almost like an hour, but hopefully when this portion of the video is cut up, it won't be that long, but I'm going to guess this video is going to be at least 60 minutes, if not longer, if I put all of the bios in. But there you have it. Every single bio that there is to get through the story mode, and through guest star allies. We have seen them all, so there you go. I caught up on all the battles we need to see for now. Hopefully. I pray, hopefully. But I'm sure there's a few that you might say, but what about this or this? And we'll see them as we continue along, because now that we've gotten all the housekeeping work out of the way, we'll be going next time to start Guest Star Allies, or Guest Star, question mark, Star Allies Go! And we'll be doing a very fun run of that, in which we'll get to see all of Kirby's ally friends, minus the Dream Friends, go on an epic quest to stop the new tyranny that is plaguing the galaxy that Popstar lives in. So I hope you'll join me for that when we get to it. So, thank you so much for watching this overly long episode. Welcome back to Kirby Star Allies. Welcome back to Kirby Star Allies. There, I said it right. Shush. And I hope you all are having a fantastically great day. Now then, if you like this video, despite its enormous length, I hope I had enough content in there for you to be satisfied. If you did, liking would be great, and if you want to see subscribing on my channel maybe, to see more videos, to see how we get to Guest Star Allies Go, and some of these other fun modes on here as well, please consider subscribing. Kirby Star Allies is available on Nintendo Switch. If you pick up the game now, you'll get all of the added DLC in right from the get-go. So now's the best time to pick up Kirby Star Allies and give this game a whirl. It's a fantastic ride from start to finish. Otherwise, as I have said before, please have a wonderfully great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, ciao!